Here we go. Hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you? What have you been doing this morning? I have been trying to teach myself how to draw pigs, because we're going to draw pigs today. And it's going to be great. So let's just get started, shall we? So if you were here with my barn drawing on Monday, then you would have heard me say that this week I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm not doing a bunch of different drawings. I'm doing one drawing. So all of the things that I am teaching you how to draw this week, for me, they're all going to go on this drawing. And I'm going to kind of find the right places for all the little pieces and parts to go. So my pig, for instance, is not probably going to live in the hayloft. That would be funny. But no, he'll probably be somewhere down on the ground. But all of that to say, if you want to do your drawings separate from each other, and if you want to do them in a bunch of colors, I'm just using pencil. And then at the end of the week, I think I'm going to add some color to this. But all of that just to inform you that you don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. If you would rather just do some separate drawings, like right now, if you would just love nothing more than to get your crayons and draw a pig with me, then let's do that, shall we? So happy to be back with you all today, and let's begin. We're going to draw a few. I'm wondering if any of you can guess what sort of shape we're going to start with for our pig. Hello, everyone. Hi. So pigs, I think a lot of us think of pigs as sort of pudgy. And so today am going to start with our beloved oval. And I've got my little sketch paper here. Let me get my setup. All right. I think I gotta move in. Hold on just a second. Get the setup correct. All right. Here we are. So hi everyone. Hi children. Hello. So what I am going to be doing first is I'm going to sort of try to get the pig started on my sketch page before I go over to my actual drawing. And you guys probably, if you have been with me for a while now, you know that I like to do a little warm up here before I go to my actual drawing. So I'm going to start with an oval. And I'm just going to I'm going to draw it kind of large so that you guys can see it pretty well. And doing it kind of lightly and not worrying about all those different lines. And then I'm going to hold on, let me scooch this way. And if you want to kind of loosen up and draw a bunch of different ovals just till you get it right, that's what's great about these sketch pages. All right, so my little pig's head is going to start with a little circle. And that looks a little bit small, but we're going to add our little snout of our pig. So that's going to kind of make that head a little bit larger. So the next thing we'll do is sort of connect the head and the body. And because a pig is sort of pudgy and large, we're going to kind of take this line down that way. Everybody got that? And then, now sometimes when I think of a pig from the side, I think of it like that, which could be kind of funny. But their little snouts kind of come out and then kind of come in like this. I'm just going to put a little smile on him. Now, guys, just like I always do, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I'm just doing a little sketch just to make sure that all my shapes are going to work when we get to our our real drawing. Now, just to show you that yes, this, just like so many of our other critters that we made 2 weeks ago, are really, so many of them are made out of shapes that we recognize and that we are capable of drawing. We all know how to draw an oval, especially by now. And if you were with me in Critter Week, then maybe if you visited my YouTube channel, you can see that we did a lot of animals, or a couple that had what we called a haunch, kind of like that big back hip area. And they have these funny little, here I'm going to do this, there we go. And then I'm going to simplify the hoof of the pig by just doing a little, it's almost like a little W. See that? All right, so I feel like I haven't even finished drawing this pig, but I feel like I've gotten warmed up enough that I am ready to go over to my my real drawing. But before I do that, I wanted to show you a few of these funny little guys that I was drawing earlier today. And this pig here is a little more complicated because of sort of the angle that we're seeing the pig at. We're seeing the body from the side, and we've talked about the words profile and front view, but we're seeing this from the side, but we're seeing the front of the little pig's face. But then there's something very simple about this guy that I really love. He's like a giant oval with those funny floppy ears, 4 very simple legs. So I'm just gonna trust the process, and I'm gonna go over to my barn and we're gonna start our pig. But guys, I'm so sorry. Do you know what I have to do first? For those of you who, what happens if I do this? Is that weird for you guys? Can you guys just turn your phones and do that way? Does that work? Because it's a horizontal drawing. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if that works if I just hold my phone this way, and if not, then I'll switch it back. But before we start on our pig, remember last time I told you our barn is currently floating in midair, and we can't really work with it that way. So I'm going to draw a sort of land. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just draw a little land line that comes out this way and goes right off the side of the page. And I'm going to do the same thing over that way. And then I'm also going to show you a little trick, and some of you might already know what I'm about to do, but there are these 3 words when we're talking about a landscape drawing. One is middle ground, which is what we just drew, and that's the ground. And okay, all right, I'll switch it back in a minute, guys. Some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. All right, but I'm going to do a land line that's way back in the background. We hear the word background a lot, but maybe we don't think about it as being an art term, but it is. And just like when we're drawing something and then we are making it go behind something else, we stop the line and we start it again over here. So now we can imagine, and just so we can imagine it, I'm going to put a little shape back here that makes us think that maybe there are some trees way back in the distance. And I think that kind of helps us imagine, hey, that's land back there. And then I'm going to put a little, this is called the foreground. And this is maybe just a little sort of, I don't know, kind of in the barnyard. Some little hills of mud. Maybe that's where the pig is going to be. All right, so now that I've gotten our middle ground and our background and our foreground in place, then I am going to turn back this way. Everybody good? Everybody turn your phone with me. Whoop. I just went to sit down and, hello. She's going to have to move. Move. Okay. So, here we go. Are we ready for the pigs? I'm going to hold it real close. All right, I am actually going to make my pig, I think I'm going to draw him here. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to make his head on this side because I want him to be facing the cute little barn. And for those of you who are just now joining, remember, you don't have to have the whole barn drawing that we've already done. You can just get a piece of paper and draw this cute little pig. All right, so then for his little head, I'm going to do a little circle. And then I'm going to connect that there. And then I'm going to take a line down this way, and then that means we can erase those lines. Sorry guys, got Sylvie's on the prowl. All right, and next, because we need to know that this is a pig, we're gonna draw that funny little snout. It's like, gosh, what would you compare that shape to? I don't know. So I'm just going to ask you to try to draw what I just drew. And then, usually the adult pigs have the big floppy ears that come down like this. So again, we're seeing this pig on the profile. I'm going to put a cute little eye right there. A boot on a face. That is exactly what that is. You guys are brilliant. And I'm going to put the other ear, just because I want to, I'm going to put the other ear kind of flopping up over on the other side. And I think because their little snout, I'm going to put a little smile on him. Forgot that part. I'm going to see what it looks like if I try to put, I put one little nostril, because if we're seeing him on profile, then maybe we would just see one of those. All right, I'm feeling okay about this. All right, now we definitely need some legs on this little guy. So we're going to do sort of that sort of curved, sort of arc line back here. And then off of the back of his little fat rear end, we're going to make a line that swoops out that way. Swoop. And then we'll bring this one over this way. And now this is almost like the little piggy's little knee, except it's backwards. I don't know what you call that. You call it a backwards knee. And then the little bottom part of his foot, and then we're going to do sort of a little, it's almost like a little W shape at the bottom, and then I do that. So I'm definitely simplifying that. That's not exactly what they look like, but it's close. All right, now let's put a front leg on him. They kind of come in a little bit, I think. And then they don't do the same thing that the back legs do. So we're just going to do that funny little W shape like that. Now, he's looking a little too skinny in here, so we can just make him a little porkier. Porky. And I could just kind of lower this line a little bit. That's better. We needed a fatter pig. All right, so now I have a two-legged pig, but I need a couple more. I need them on the other side. And so I'll do, just like we've talked about, on the other side of an animal, you just kind of draw the same thing that you drew here, but just draw it coming down from the belly line. And then over here, I think I'm gonna do like that. Looks like a little arrow line almost. And then we'll do our little hoof lines. Excuse me, Sylvie. Pardon. All right, this pig does not look like a pig until we go cute little curly tail. And then I'm going to go and erase some of those oval lines. How's everyone doing? Should we draw a little piglet with the mama? I keep calling this a him, but maybe it's a mama. I think I'm going to draw a piglet. But first, let's see. I think I might just do this little very simple guy. Basically like the baby version of the mama. So this will just give us another chance to practice that again, but we'll make it smaller because it's the baby. And I did it, you can kind of see I did it at a little bit of a diagonal, and I'm going to see how that works out for me. Let's just see. Wait a second. No, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll do the funny little, as Ruby said, the boot on the face. And then a lot of times Piglet's ears go up. Sorry guys, my camera work is real bad today. I'm trying to get better. Give a little smile. I'm not crazy about this, guys. What's wrong? What have I done wrong? Let me finish doing this back here and then we'll see. Nope, that's wrong. I just said that this was going to be simpler, didn't I? Scratch that. We all make mistakes. All right, simple. This one's going to be simple. Baby pig. I'm not even going to worry about all of the bendy legs and all that on this one. This is just a different way to draw a pig. Just as cute. Curly tail. And maybe on the little baby piglet, because it's smaller, maybe we don't do the full circle head. Maybe we just do kind of like we did on some other ones of our animals. We did kind of a little sideways gumdrop kind of thing, and then do the snout. Sometimes, okay, put a little eye, and it's like they're both smiling at the farm. Okay, I'm not as thrilled about these pigs as I would like to be, but that's okay. And now they do love to roll around in the mud, so I'm gonna put some sort of jaggedy lines down here, jiggity jaggedy, right under our little pigs. I'm going to erase that line as much as I can. You know what I feel like we should do though before we go is we should try to do a pig sitting front view. And I'm going to try to do this as simply as possible. Are y'all up for the challenge? I think I'm going to do another little baby piglet sitting right here with his back to the barn because he's like, hey viewers. All right, so here we go. And it's going to be kind of small. So here we go. It's going to be a little circle head. And their nose is like a little upside down heart with the little dots. And then I do these little, kind of their ears look a little bit like leaves coming out like that. And then two little dot eyes. And then just to make it really cute, we're going to make a smile that lives right up under that little nose. Okay, all right, and maybe give it a little bit more of a chin. And then this is where it could get a little tricky, but let's just go for it. So when I see Piglet's body from the front, you can see his cute little chubby body, kind of like two parentheses almost. And then it would just come down into two little legs. And there's his little belly. Okay, he's looking cute. And then his little W feet. Okay. But then maybe we see his bum sticking out back here and his little curly tail. Yeah, I don't feel like I did the best job on this. Somebody just asked how to do the nose again. This is getting a little messy. Kind of like that. Still not great, but... All right, so we've got our little pigs, and I would think that there are going to be a whole lot of other farm animals around here. I'm definitely going to do a rooster somewhere. But do you know what I would love to do? How much time do we have? I haven't been keeping track of that. I would love to do, and this is a major departure from pigs, but back here on this sort of background hill, I would love to do a teeny tiny tractor, because you got to have a tractor on a farm. And this is going to be a whole lot simpler than the pigs, I promise. So, are you ready? And we're going to draw it, and it's going to look like it's floating in this area, but that's okay. And it's going to be really small, so we're not going to have to worry about any details. All right, tractor, here we go. Has a big tire in the back. And it has a smaller tire in the front. And if you guys are still back here working on your pigs, you go for it. That's fine. But I'm just going to do this tractor real quick. And then I like to do a little line that joins those. And then sort of the front of the tractor comes up here and comes back. It's sort of like a little rectangle. Oh, look, another shape that we recognize. And then old-fashioned, wait, let me finish these wheels. It's just going to put another little circle inside that so it looks a little bit like a donut. Same thing here. Donuts. And then put that little middle thing right there. Now, old-fashioned tractors have a big sort of metal thing that goes, almost like an eyebrow that goes over the back wheel, and then the farmer would just sit on this little seat right here and just be out in the fresh air. And newer tractors are sort of built in. They have sort of a little cage, like a little glassed in area, so that you can like be plowing the fields and be really comfortable and cool. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the old-fashioned tractor. And then tractors also have these little pipes. There are two little pipes that are on the front of a tractor. I don't know exactly where they are, but I do know that there are two of them. And then in here are all of the guts of the tractor that I don't really know how to draw. And so guess what I do when I don't know how to draw something? I just draw, like, this is where all the machinery stuff is. So I'm just gonna like draw some random little shapes and lines. And it's like, oh look, she knows what the machinery inside a tractor looks like, but I don't. And I'm gonna put a little steering wheel right here. And that is that. And like I said, it does right now look like it's floating in that field. But the minute I put a line, sorry, my focus is not great today, line that comes across, all of a sudden that tractor has a place to drive. It's magic. All right, so our farm is developing nicely. It's kind of lonesome looking over here, but we'll take care of that in good time. Today we've got some pigs and we've got a tractor. And we'll definitely be adding more farm critters. We'll be adding some trees, we'll be adding some fences, maybe even a windmill. But that is going to do it for today. And guys, if I frustrated you with these pigs, I hope that I didn't frustrate you. I myself was a little bit frustrated, but you know what we do when we're frustrated? We just try it one more time. So maybe you just try it one more time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to, because I need to. It's good for me. Practice. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes better and better and better. That will do it for today. Happy Wednesday. Drink your water. Wash yo hands. Be good to one another. And even though it actually snowed in some places here in Nashville yesterday, maybe you can go outside today because it's beautiful. Welcome to Nashville. So that is all for today. All my love to all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow, which is Thursday, which is tomorrow. All right. See y'all.